Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done for deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
At the 27-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it'll be third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the second quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Ready? Like 30. Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Switch.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Steelers nothing.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down.
Hitting Juju on the slant.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Steeler first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Ben to throw again. Dances by him. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Raven. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
Incomplete.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half. One that's feet. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Alex Highsmith
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
40-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They go play action with Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A quick toss outright. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
They go play action now. Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this to Connor underneath.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Big Ben going to take it himself. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
No gain on the play.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Intended for Deontay Johnson. Incomplete.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Pass intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
Back to Brown, this time complete.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Ready? Like 5. Coming to you. Coming to you. Coming tight. Coming tight. Hey, 4 down. Mike, alert. Put him on the buttons. Let's put that dude on the button. 40's Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Steelers.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
A gain of 5.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
5 yards remain on second down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Here we go. Like 80. Switch. He's crawling. He's checking quick.
On the counter, it's Connor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On third down, Connor. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
27-yard line.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. They go screen. This is Ingram. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Off play action. Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger being chased out left. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll run here with Connor, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron there to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Good. Makes the score Steelers 16, Ravens 3. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Jackson from the shotgun, dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And all the way down to the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, Lamar Jackson, I mean, he is just a ticking time bomb when he has got the football in his hands, and he explodes, Charles, for a big one there.
So there was the boom, huh? Because that's exactly what...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews.
And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Derek Wolfe that time, the one who got in there to make the play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
48, 44. Check 48, come on. Check 48, come on. We own it. We own it. Mike 48, Mike 48.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Press. Check, check. Press.
They run the counter. It's Connor. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Connor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Whistles in a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's got this down to the 35. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Pittsburgh.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Roethlisberger going to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Roethlisberger to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14.
A gain of 11.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down at the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Brought down at the 35-yard line.
This is Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
For a Cowboys. First and 10.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
A gain of 4.
On second down, Elliott. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown. Cowboys. Michael Gallup. 55 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It's third down.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Screen pass to Connor. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Ebron's got it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
You got to do better than that. Ready? 230. Check right 54. Right 54. You know we get tired of seeing me. Slap. Shit.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54. That bench release is go. They're running it. 54 is mark. 54 is mark. Check. Watch 54. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. Easy.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
First down, Steelers.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Steelers, nothing.
Here we go. Like 30. 55. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 mark.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Pittsburgh.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Ben to throw again. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
9-yard pickup. It's 2nd.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up the 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. On On second down, Connor looking for space. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Steelers nothing. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
Complete to Eric.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Neville Gallimore in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
3 and out.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. A little jet sweep to start the drive. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 16, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run it with Elliott. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Oh, boy.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Cowboys 28. Steelers, nothing. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Neville Gallimore picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Right there, 54, 44.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Roethlisberger. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
A 1st down run for Elliott, not going to pan out. He'll, in fact, wind up losing a couple. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the
Prescott down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Running with Elliott. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
Man, I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and in fact we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Steelers.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Pick me up. Here we go.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 11.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Pittsburgh.
54. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
First down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Focus, defense, focus. Slam. Shoot.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Out to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Boswell good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts, and in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd and long for Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
And now here is another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Roethlisberger's pass. Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 21 yards. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
38.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.